Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. So, while I shuffled, it kind of seems like somebody thought that they would have all the time in the world, and so they just put to the side what was uncomfortable to them, and they thought that they could come back to it whenever it would be comfortable to them, right? This is absolutely delirious, right? But somehow somebody thought, you know, it's the kind of person who say, yeah, if you truly appreciate me, if you truly love me, then what is time? Time is nothing, right? While they are using your time, throwing it to the trash. And so, yeah, it seems like they thought that they could do whatever they wanted. Very arrogant, very entitled. So we will get into it. But before we start, just a reminder, this is a group reading, meaning it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours, right? You are already supposed to know what I'm talking about. I'm just here to give you a little bit more information, confirmation, insights maybe. If I'm talking about masculines or feminines, I am not especially talking about the gender. I am talking about the energy from where someone is operating. So, excuse me. I was taken by the card. So apply it however, and this can be past, present, or future. Okay. Yeah, it kind of explains what I felt before. Yes, somebody is very superficial. Like, we might be talking here, right, about someone that you were having a relationship with them, some kind of romantic relationship with them, and they might have said, I'm not truly ready now, but I will be ready later, and you were supposed to stay there and wait. This is what they were expecting, but in fact, they were seeing relationships as something superficial. Like there is no real connection, there is no real building. Why? Because you might be dealing here with someone who is not building their own life, to be very honest. Because a relationship, it's not something that you can put on the side. It's not something that you say, not today, or today I will just leave it superficially, and then later on, yeah, I will be ready. How do you know that you will be ready? When somebody tells you, later I will be ready, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. They don't know. It's like when we say it's forever. When we say it, in the moment that we say it, we believe it. But nothing says that it's forever, right? So I kind of feel here, we might have somebody who might be spending a lot of time online. I kind of feel that it is someone who prefers to live in illusions and delusions. We are talking here about someone who is avoidant. They are avoiding their own feelings. Kind of feel that we might be talking about a masculine here. It doesn't have to be, but this is kind of what I feel. And they consider women as schmexual objects. They live in a world of fantasy. They might be addicted to corn, something like that. They didn't want you to let go, but because they wanted to be able to nourish their fantasy. But we are talking here about someone who is stuck in cycles. This is what they do all their life, and they never learn. They never learn. They never... Yeah. The choice, it is truly to live a healthy life. But it's not what they're doing. Yeah, give it time. In reverse, no, you won't give it time. Your time is precious. What do you mean, give it time? Absolutely not. So you might have treated this relationship, like a fling. And honestly speaking, I think that, if there is something like that and you are dealing with such a person, and they want to keep you stuck, pretending that it is a relationship when all they are doing is calling you at 10 in the evening, and they don't introduce you to their friends and their family. It is what it is. It is a fling. This is what it is. But some people, they will lie just to keep you close. Just to keep you close. So I kind of feel that you have been guided here to let it go. This relationship was not bringing you anything. And I will tell you exactly why. Because you were dealing here with someone who wanted you to be in highs and lows. Highs and lows. You know, it's the kind of person that they love to fight with you because they love the making up schmecks. The making up bedtime. They enjoy this crazy energy. Might be also somebody who is in a SM, bondage, like power dynamics. I feel here something very, very, very dark. It is someone who is truly hiding a whole part of themselves. But they did, and I kind of feel that this is what might have confused you. It is that you felt that this person was truly trying to do everything in their power for you not to let go. They were truly putting kind of efforts for you to stay. So it might have confused you because you said, you know, if all I am is anyway just a schmexual fantasy or whatever it may be, so why don't you let go? Find yourself another one. But because we are talking here, I feel like someone, a lot of avoidance, they are operating from ego. So no, they need to win. They need to win. And I kind of feel that we are kind of talking here about a vampire. It is an energy vampire. They kind of feel that if they can get you stuck, that it fills their energy. Very dark. Very, very dark. I kind of feel that now, you know, I feel that you left. You were guided to leave. Absolutely guided to leave. This was truly, you know, when we say it was not rejection, it was realignment, or it was, I don't know what is the exact way to say it. But you were not rejected because you were rejected. It was a way to put you on the right track. So it's a good rejection. I honestly don't feel that this person has rejected you. But they have confused you. For sure. For sure. You truly had to listen to yourself here and say, okay, what is this relationship bringing me? Absolutely nothing. Turning into cycles, nothing is ever changing. It's not healthy. Not healthy. Even schmexually, when you are dealing with that, you know, it can be fun for some time. You know, the excitement of whatever this person was bringing, you know? There might be some kind of something, but how much time? You know? Yeah, it can be fun for some time, but that's it. But I kind of feel that it was even not fun. You know, maybe the two first times it was fun. Or maybe it even never happened because they were trying to keep you thinking that they are so attractive that if they don't give it to you, then, you know, and here we can talk about a woman also, because some women are like, it's not gender related, but here I kind of feel that the woman can also be there, you know, they are not giving anything because they think that it will keep you hooked. Yeah, this is what I kind of feel here. Yeah, I think that you understood that this person, whatever they were saying, it was all bullshit. They were just trying to keep you stuck in their cycle. This is it. It was not pleasant at all. You might have been confused about their commitments. because they were kind of insisting, they didn't want you to let go. But on the other side, they were not committed. You know, it might be a person that just went through a divorce, let's say. And so they said, you know, I need some time. And because you are understanding, you say, okay. But in reality, if you truly pay attention, there are those who were in a relationship and they separated or they got into a divorce, and it is people who truly love the relationship and they immediately get into another relationship. I don't truly think that, from my experience, I'm 50 plus, either people are truly relationship guided. It doesn't mean that they are in relationship, but this is truly what they are after. Or they are after superficial. It's either or. Because many people, they go through divorce and they immediately get into a new relationship. I never saw someone say, you know, I need some time. I met you, I think that you are amazing, but I need some time right now because I just went through divorce. And then it turns out in a relationship. I never saw that. Every time that somebody was saying something like that, at the end of the day, the person would leave, and then they would be with someone who would accept their bullshit, and they would be in a relationship with this person, but chances are that they would be unfaithful, right? Those kind of things. So let's see. What should we know about this? What should the collective be aware of here? Yeah, somebody was truly making you lose time. Tell me more here, please. What should the collective be aware of? Yeah, they were trying to isolate you. They were taking their time, doing whatever is comfortable for them, Eight of Pentacles, working on their own life, not giving you anything, and trying to keep you for themselves, isolated. This is what they wanted. They wanted you to wait for them while they are investing zero, nothing. It's all about them. We are talking here about somebody very, very, very selfish, and I kind of feel narcissistic and manipulative. This is what I feel. They would say whatever just to have it comfortable for them. I will tell you something. I met people in my life that were cruel. Cruel. That you would think, why would someone do something like that? It doesn't make sense. Because when you are not someone like that, it is kind of difficult to accept that someone could be truly sadistic. Like they enjoy to see other people suffer, that it gives them a kick. But I met people like that. It is not that they were hurting because they didn't intend to. No. They intended to. They were cruel. They enjoyed to see people suffer because it made them feel strong. It is crazy, right? Until you met that, you cannot believe that it exists. Like, I would never say to someone something that I don't believe. Like, I wouldn't want someone to lose time with me, for example, right? I wouldn't make a promise that I wouldn't be able to fulfill. At least try to, right? But some people, and I think that we might understand at some point in our life, that some people will just say whatever they will say. This we learn kind of, I want to say quickly, but is it quickly? No, maybe at 30 or 40, we can understand that. That people can say things just because it's the comfortable thing to say right now. But it doesn't mean that there is any basis to that. But I know that I couldn't imagine that people were truly sadistic. Yes, you know, in literature you have those kind of people, but I didn't think that it was possible. In real life, like someone who looks kind, soft, romantic, and you realize that in fact it is a devil. Someone sadistic, enjoying feeding themselves of seeing other ruin their life for them. It's crazy. It's crazy. But trust me that it exists. I met. Sadly for me, I met them. So, yeah. They were working intensely in trying to make you lose your life. Lose your ground, lose your balance, lose your mind, lose your mental health. Yeah, this is what we are talking about here. This is someone who is filled with hate. This is what it is. And they saw you very comfortable and they couldn't stand it. Their hate could not stand it and they wanted to destroy your energy, your happiness, your comfort. This is what they wanted. They couldn't stand your happiness. And just for us to be very clear, those people, it has nothing to do with the reality. So they might be living in a beautiful house, they might have a very good job, they might have a lot of friends. All that you can see on the outside, it has nothing to do with the reality. They might be good looking. All of it, it is something inside of them. It's truly like if they are inhabited by a demon. I cannot tell you differently. Truly sadistic. This is what we have here. They wanted you to commit to your ending. This is what they wanted. Two of Pentacles. And it kind of feels that we have a whole group here. Yeah. A whole group of people with the same effed up mentality. You know what it feels to me? It feels like a satanic group. This is what it feels. A satanic group, and they wanted to feed themselves from you. This is what it feels like. I'm sorry. I don't like to talk about those things. But this is what it is. Yeah, there was a whole group here trying to work on destroying your stability. They might have attacked you at home. They might have spy on you at home. You might have one of your neighbors that is part of this thing. Or they have put people. Because when we are with the Three of Pentacles here, we have people working together. Right? And we have the spy here. I kind of feel that we have a group of people here who was trying to destroy you. Maybe, you know what? Maybe they did some kind of gamble. Who will be able to sleep with you? And you were just a pawn in their game. This is what it was. You were a pawn in their satanic game. It's horrible. It's horrible. Let's see. What else should the collective be aware of here? Yeah, we are clearly talking about a satanic group here. Yeah, they wanted to block you. They wanted to block everything in your life. Page of Wands in reverse. They wanted you to be unable to move forward. They were trying to brainwash you, to take control over your mind. You might be very creative. They were trying to destroy your creativity. Yeah, they were trying. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. They were trying to vampirize your soul. This is what they were trying to do. The Fool in reverse. I kind of feel that they were hoping that you would end yourself. And that this would give them some kind of added value in their satanic group. Something like that. This is what I feel, that they were trying to push you to take a stupid risk that would create your ending. Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you understand? They would win if you would lose. They would win if you would stay, no matter how they treated you. It kind of feels, right, that there is somewhere there, someone in the group, right? Very attractive, okay? Maybe this is the person that spy on you and approach you, right? And this might have been an initiation for them. And the initiation for them was, in order for them to be celebrated by the group and be victorious, it was to make you give your all to someone who would treat you in the worst way possible. And in order to be able to manipulate you the best way possible, and to kind of trying to, they wanted you to lose your mind. This is what they wanted. So they needed to have control over your mind. And so they were spying, gang stalking, hacking, all those kind of things for you to believe that you are losing your mind. This is obviously a very dark, cultish group, and they have to be stopped. They have to be stopped, my God. I wanted to say, you know, I kind of feel that you were victorious. You were victorious the moment that you understood that there was no give and take here, and that you committed to yourself, you listened to your intuition, and you took distance. And this is the moment that you won. And when I wanted to say that, and what I said right before, it is they need to be stopped. This is when, this is somehow how you created their ending. The Death card here is in reverse. This is an ending. There is no new beginning. It is an ending. This cycle that they were into, right? It is coming to an end, but it's not coming to an end because they are taking themselves out of this cycle. No, no, no. It goes to an ending because you refused to continue to invest here, and somehow I think that you might have created a total ending. Why? Because maybe the moment that you decided to stop investing here, Six of Pentacles in reverse, you stopped investing. They couldn't handle it. They still wanted to maintain control over you. And I kind of feel that then they did something that might have been very reckless, impulsive, careless. And that this is what might have created their total ending. Anyway, they lost. They lost. Again, look, amazing. There are two Fool cards here in this deck. Both of them are here and both of them are in reverse. Yeah, the fact that they did whatever they did this reckless behavior, this is your Ten of Cups. I kind of feel, you know, that this might be kind of a fated meeting. That you were supposed to stop them. You had what it takes in order to stop them. You had enough awareness, self-love. You might have been confused in the beginning about what was happening, right? Which would be normal. Like you would think that you would be part of such a crazy thing. Who would even think that, right? You don't think that. So it might have been, you know, like in the beginning you didn't know. And I kind of feel that in the beginning they thought that they would win over you. But they didn't, because whatever they did here, they did something that gave you back your power. That you saw things very, very clearly, and I kind of feel that it even goes further. I kind of feel that they did something so stupid that they might be a total ending here, maybe even dealing with the law. This is what I feel. I feel that they have exposed themselves, and thus they have exposed the whole group. Yes. Yeah, they didn't expect you to be so self-assured, so strong, so aware. You don't let people play with you. You are well-intentioned, you want to be there, you're understanding maybe. But I kind of feel also that you have a lot of self-love, you know? Yeah, you decided to stop to give anything to whoever it was, because you understood that their behavior was unacceptable. There have been too many reckless behaviors, too many things that were not acceptable. Too much. But as said, it is not rejection, it is redirection. It is your angels. Redirection. But I truly feel here, you see, I wanted to say with this Queen of Wands, I kind of feel that it was fated. That you might have been the only person that could have exposed them and stopped them. Because you don't truly doubt of yourself. You may question yourself, but you know who you are. So not everybody can project whatever. And maybe you might have felt, you know, that they were trying to mindfuck with you. Yeah, you maintain some kind of control. They didn't succeed to control you. They didn't succeed. Tell me more here, please. Knight of Cups. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I kind of feel, you know, because you are truly a loving and caring and attentive and empathetic person, right? People see you for who you are. I kind of feel, you know, I often say that with when we have court cards of cups, people, when they see the energy of cups on someone, they think that it's an easy target. They think that because you are loving and because you are empathetic and understanding and all those things, they think that you are weak and naive and easy to play. It's not the case. It's not the case. I kind of feel here also that somebody truly came towards you in order to seduce you. But I tell you, there was here something. They chose you well before you even paid attention. I'm sorry to say that, but I truly feel that it was like a initiation. They needed your soul or your mind to be initiated in the group that they wanted to be initiated. You were like a sacrifice. Yeah, they are falling. It's over for them. It is over for them. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I kind of feel now that they are all going one against the other. This is what I feel here. Tell me more here, please. You know what? 1 second. I want to check here a little bit more about this Ten of Pentacles. I kind of feel here also that they have come and approached you in a seductive way, but truly their intention, because it was truly to vampirize your soul, it was to destroy you. This was the intention. Tell me more here, please, about this Ten of Pentacles. Star in reverse. Yeah, they wanted to destroy. You know what? I kind of feel that even the person who approached you, they were an object in somebody else's game. I feel that somebody here felt threatened about your destiny. This is what I feel. I feel that somebody felt threatened by your destiny, by your relationship with the highest, your higher self, your ancestors, your angels, whatever it may be. It kind of feel that you have here a very important destiny, and this is what they wanted to break. And they might have known that you have invested a lot in learning, in healing, in growing, and they wanted the community to come against you. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. They wanted people to see you as childish and immature, naive. That you don't have what it takes to be a master, let's say. You might be a spiritual master. You might be someone who can truly help others, inspire others. A spiritual mentor. And there is another spiritual mentor that is not a true spiritual mentor. We are talking here about somebody very dark, somebody driven by the devil, somebody satanic, that saw you and they knew that you might be an issue for them. And so they used someone in order to try to destroy you. But this someone that they sent to you, in fact, this person, they said to this person, if you want to be part of our group, this is your initiation. They didn't understand that they were used. This is what I feel here. Look, Two of Wands. It was a whole plan. But they thought that because you operate from your heart space, they thought that they would somehow succeed. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't. and this karmic master, they didn't care at the end of the day, because they were not burning themselves. They were sending somebody else. They used this person. I'm not making any excuses for this person, right? The fact that you are ready to do whatever in order to be part of a group, it says a lot about you. No matter if you know that you are dealing with a satanic group or not. I'm sorry, but it says a lot. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, the moment that you defended yourself, you put up boundaries, it was over for them. You put boundaries because you could see that there was something here that was very, very fishy. Very fishy. And I kind of feel that the moment that they realize that you are resisting, this is the moment that they intensify their toxic behavior towards you. Even more spying. Even more gang stalking. More of all of that. Because now it was about trying to control you. It was not anymore about trying to vampirize your soul, make you a sacrifice because of your soul. It was about eliminating you because you became dangerous. Okay, closure please. What should the collective be aware of here? Closure. The star. I love it. The star. You regain your direction. They couldn't take you down. They couldn't. (17) 8 strength. You took control over the situation. They couldn't take you down. You were supported. In all of this, you were supported. And I truly feel that this was fated. We didn't have the Wheel of Fortune coming out here, but I truly feel that it was fated. Because you were the only person who might have been able to stop them, to resist them. And maybe they have done a lot of bad before. I love that we are ending with the star. It's beautiful. Anything else? Yeah, they are done. They are done. You took control over the situation. They didn't succeed to vampirize you. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is here. It's over. It's over. The Queen of Swords is falling. The Queen of Swords in reverse. The manipulation, the lies. Kind of feel that everything that they did in the past will be exposed. And it will be exposed by your healing. I kind of feel that now they are shooting at one another. They are trying to protect themselves by shooting the others. Yeah, they didn't succeed to put you in this mental prison. This was the intention. This is why, you see, it was truly about a mental prison. With this Ace of Swords in reverse, we are again with this spying, hacking, stalking. They wanted you to be in a very, very dark place. And we have a whole group here. But they didn't succeed. Look. You are still carrying the energy of the Empress. Look at that. Beautiful. They didn't succeed. You did a great job. I will leave it here. I hope that it was helpful. I see you in the comments. Until very, very soon. Bye.